Welcome back to Magical Task Force. Turmentic here, and we just got word on what the tasks were going to be for the upcoming Brilliant event starting tomorrow, Christmas Calamity. So I wanted to do a breakdown just so you knew exactly what to expect going into the event tomorrow. It starts at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so check your local time and convert it to whatever you need to, but you have till 2 p.m. tomorrow Eastern Standard Time in order to prep. Looking at it, it doesn't seem like it's going to be that hard. It's a little different than others. But let's jump right in. All right, so first one, task one. You need to collect 5 Yule Ball invitations from inns. So you just have to go to inns and swipe in order to get those, as far as I believe. Return 3 medium traces. Now those you should be able to use the brilliant, the brilliant foundables. For the most part, they seem to usually be at least that level. If not, that shouldn't be that hard to find 3 of them. And you need to add 1 new friend. Now, when you get all 3, you get rewarded with 2 restricted section books, 10 Brilliant Family XP, and then 20 Brilliant Family XP. Once you finish all 3 of those, you get 500 Wizarding XP, 1 restricted section book, a Yule Ball robes for your portrait, 3 Baneberry ingredients, 2 powdered Dragon Claw ingredients, and 20 Brilliant Family XP. All right, so again, it's not that hard, pretty simple. Part 2, this is the one that you're going to really want to prep for. First one off the bat, brew 4 potions. Your reward is 300 Wizarding XP for finishing that. Then you need to send 5 gifts, shouldn't be that hard, rewarded with 15 Brilliant Family XP. And then the last one for part 2 is collect 5 Yule Ball invitations from greenhouses, pretty similar to what you were doing with inns for the first part, and you get rewarded with 20 Brilliant Family XP. Now, with all 3 of those completed, 25 Brilliant XP, 3 restricted section books, ice sculpture frame for your portrait, a Punch Bowl Brilliant registry sticker, that's how you get the first of the 2 from the tasks, and 2 unicorn hair ingredients and 6 snowdrop ingredients. So the potions right there, you're just going to want to start as soon as you get a chance to go and start brewing your 4 potions. And as normal, just don't collect them until you get to part 2. And boom, you should be able to get that finished pretty quick. Now, part 3 is where it gets a little kind of wonky. You're like, oh, interesting. It's something new. You have to collect 7 Yule Ball invitations from Gnome Confoundables. Now, you're just going to have to find regular old Confoundables, and hopefully they'll be gnomes. I'm hoping that they're going to actually up the spawn rate for the Gnome Confoundables. There's a couple different ones. But yeah, because you're going to need them for part 3 and part 4. Once you finish that, you get 500 Wizarding XP. You need to win 5 Wizarding challenges, and you're rewarded with 500 Wizarding XP as well. And then return 5 Brilliant Hagrid and Madame Maxime traces. That's going to be one of the ones you'll find in the wild. Should be pretty easy for you to be able to find that one, and you're rewarded with 15 Brilliant XP. Now, once you finish all 3 of those, you get 25 Brilliant XP, Animated Snowflake portrait sticker, Hermione Hairpin's portrait sticker, 2 Dark Detectors, and 3 restricted books. All right, now going into part 4, same thing as part 3. First thing off the bat, collect 15 Yule Ball invitations from Gnome Confoundables. Again, random Gnome Confoundables, you just have to click on them, hope that there'll be a gnome, and boom, you'll be able to get those. It's very similar to some of the SOS tasks towards the later part, like the Werewolf Tusks, and I believe, what was it? The Giant's Bogies, I think it was, or so. Very similar to kind of to that, I want to say. Finish it though, and you get rewarded with 750 Wizarding XP. Next is open 3 port keys. So as long as you actually start doing, basically walking your port keys at the beginning of the quest line, you should probably open them about now-ish, depending on how big your area is. They don't have to be brilliant ones, which is awesome, so you can use regular ones. But you will have to, the portmanteaus have to open. That's the big misconception most of the time when it comes to that. Once you open all 3 of those, you get rewarded with 25 Brilliant Family XP. And then you need to return 5 Brilliant Hermione and Victor Brilliant Foundables as well. And you're rewarded with 25 Brilliant Family XP. Now, once you get those finished, you get a Silver House Statues portrait frame, 50 gold, 5 restricted books, Grumpy Ron Brilliant registry sticker, a Durmstrang ship animated portrait sticker. There is also a bonus. I love that they are continuing it. I'm so excited for that. It's pretty simple as well too. You just need to collect 30 Yule Ball invitations from Brilliant Traces. So similar to what you were doing before with like the inns and the greenhouses, you'll just have to return those Brilliant Foundables until you get all of those invitations. Once you finish that, you're rewarded with 2 Dark Detectors. Next, you have return 15 high threat traces. Now those you'll probably want to try to use some dark detectors for, maybe go out in an afternoon or so, try to get some of those evening rarer oddities, if you will. You can always use your tonic trace detection also. That one might give you a little bit of trouble with it, but don't worry, just keep at it. Once you finish that, you're rewarded with a you're rewarded with a gift giver title. Last one, send 10 gifts, should be pretty easy. Yule Ball Fancy Hat for Portrait is what you're given for that. Finish all 3 of those, you get 2,000 Wizard XP and 100 Brilliant Family XP. Now, there are 6 different types of foundables that you're going to be looking for in this event. And thank God 2 of them are not inside of fortresses, because that I can't, I didn't get a chance to actually make a breakdown for the second part of the Brilliant event last time. I have a lot of thoughts on the scheduling issues, the things like that. So I'll probably put that in another video. I don't want to get too much into that because this is just a breakdown for the new one. But very excited that they did put 2 foundables inside of fortresses, because that was really long story. Anyway, you have 6 that you're looking for this time. You have a Punch Bowl Brilliant Registry sticker that you get from part 2 of the quest line. A Grumpy Ron Weasley Registry sticker that you get from part 4 of the quest line. Hagrid and Madame Maxime traces, that's going to be in the wild. A Brilliant Victor and Hermione is going to be in the wild as well. A Yule Ball program is in 3 kilometer Brilliant Portkeys. And then the Ice Sculpture of Castle is going to be the fortress ones that you're going to need in order to finish this out. Should have an easy time. You have a full week. Thank God also you have a week break in between part 1 and part 2. That's something else that I don't want to really go into in this video, but I have lots of thoughts about. So you have a good break. So if you don't actually, for example, open up those port keys, just stack them up and then use that week in order to open them, things like that. The only real advice I want to give for this event, kind of the prep for it, would mainly be just to have those 4 potions brewed. Those 4 potions are probably going to be the one thing that would stop you the longest. Try to have some space, I guess, port key wise. If you if you're close to walking them, just go ahead and finish walking them. Don't try to time it out with the event, because you'll end up opening it in part 3 and then having to start over. So try to actually start a port key, like I was saying, depending on how big your area is that you play, in part 1 or part 2, just so you can time that out right. The good thing is, though, you only need 3 of them, though, so that's good, because normally it seemed like we were having to do like 5, and that's a little excessive, in my opinion. But this should be pretty simple, should be pretty fun. Hopefully I'll be able to get a video out soon going over my thoughts, like I said, about the last Brilliant event and this past event, the potions event. I was really kind of surprised with that. I got some really good thoughts on that as well. I did lose cell signal, though. My entire area did for like 2 or 3 days, so I wasn't able to really play. That's why I haven't really been producing much stuff. But I'm going to hit this Brilliant event hard tomorrow and hopefully get out a first hour video. But I hope you found this helpful. My name is Turmentic. Make sure to subscribe so you can get notified whenever I post one of these videos. And subscribe and follow me on Twitter as well, at Turmentic. It's where I post a lot of breaking news when I don't have time to post videos. But like I said, my name's Turmentic. Give the video a like if you found it helpful. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day.